Section 1. You will hear a conversation. An office administrator, Sarah, calling a hotel manager, Mr. Clark, to book a conference room for a company training day. But before that, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 10.
Good morning, Grand Plaza Hotel Events Desk. My name is Arthur Clark speaking. How can I help you today?
Hello, I'm calling from Apex Financial Solutions. We are looking to book a conference space for a staff training seminar next month.
Excellent! I would be happy to help you with that. First, could I take down your full name and contact details for our booking ledger?
Sure. My name is Sarah Jenkins. That's Jenkins.
Thank you, Miss Jenkins. And what is the best telephone number to reach you on?
It's 07711 554321.
And what date are you looking to hold your training seminar?
We were initially aiming for Friday the 12th, but our regional manager isn't free then. So we finalized the date as Tuesday, September 16th.
Let me check our availability calendar for September 16th. Yes, we have 2 suites open on that day. How many attendees are you expecting?
We will have 45 staff members joining us for the full-day session.
Perfect! For a group of 45, I would highly recommend our Oak Suite. It comfortably seats up to 60 people in a classroom layout and has great natural lighting.
That sounds suitable. What equipment is included in the rental price for the Oak Suite?
The room comes fully equipped with a high-definition projector, a pull-down screen, high-speed Wi-Fi, and a wireless microphone. We can also provide a electronic whiteboard if you need one.
A projector and wireless microphone will be plenty for our presentation. Now, what about refreshments and lunch during the day? We'd like morning coffee and tea with biscuits upon arrival around 8:30 a.m. and then a buffet lunch at 12:30 p.m.
We offer 3 catering tiers: Standard, Executive, and Deluxe. The Executive Buffet is our most popular choice. It includes fresh sandwich platters, warm pastries, seasonal fruit, and fruit juices.
That sounds great. How much does that package cost per head?
The room hire itself is £200 for the entire day. The executive catering package is £18 per person.
So £18 per person for food, plus the flat £200 room rate that fits right inside our budget. Are there parking spots available for our attendees?
Yes, we have an underground car park. Parking is free for all event guests, but drivers must register their vehicle license plate number at the reception desk when they arrive.
Understood. How do we secure the reservation today?
I will email you a provisional booking invoice shortly. To confirm the date, you just need to pay a 20% deposit within 5 business days, and the remaining balance can be paid on the day of the event.
That's very simple. I'll look out for your email. Thank you, Mr. Clark.
This was the end of the Section 1. Now you have half a minute to check your answers. Now, Section 2. You will hear a senior librarian, Mrs. Gable, giving a detailed walkthrough of the newly renovated Central Library layout, facilities, and borrowing guidelines. But before that, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15.
Welcome to the newly refurbished Central Library. My name is Mrs. Gable, and I'm delighted to welcome you to our community orientation today. We've spent the last 6 months updating our building and expanding our digital resources to serve you better. Let's start with a layout overview so you can easily find your way around our 3 floors. Right now, we are standing on the ground floor in the entrance lobby. Directly to your right, as you enter through the automatic doors, is the customer service desk. This is where you sign up for a library card, pay late fines, or collect reserved items. If you look straight ahead past the lobby, you'll see our main fiction section. It contains thousands of novels, audiobooks, and paperbacks, sorted alphabetically by author. Tucked in the quiet left corner of the ground floor is our brand new children's reading area. It features low, colorful bookshelves, comfortable beanbag seating, and picture books for toddlers and young readers. Now, if you take the central staircase up to the first floor, you will find our non-fiction collection along with our extensive study area. On the east wing of the first floor, we have set up the computer lab. We have 30 desktop computers available for public use. Internet access is free for all library card holders, but printing costs 10 pence per page. On the west wing of the first floor, we have created dedicated silent study booths. These individual glass pods are designed for university students or individuals who need absolute silence while studying. Finally, up on the second floor, you will discover our media hub and cafe. In the media hub, you can borrow DVDs, listen to music vinyls, or rent e-readers. Next door, the library cafe serves hot coffee, tea, and fresh bakery snacks from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Before we walk around, please keep these borrowing rules in mind. Members can borrow up to 10 items at a time for a standard loan period of 3 weeks. You can renew your items online up to 2 times, provided another member hasn't placed a hold on them. Books can be returned 24/7 using the automated return slot located near the front car park entrance. Thank you for listening, and let's begin our tour.
Good afternoon, Liam and Chloe. Come in. Today we need to review your proposal for the environmental science project on urban beekeeping. How is your background reading coming along?
Hi, Dr. Patel. It's going really well. We've gathered data from several rooftop beehive projects in London, Paris, and Berlin. We were amazed to find that urban bees often produce more honey than rural bees.
Exactly. In farmland areas, heavy chemical pesticides reduce wild bee health. But in major cities, park diversity and rooftop gardens provide a continuous supply of varied flowers free from agricultural toxins.
That's a fascinating insight. What specific angle are you planning to focus on for your practical research?
We want to measure how different rooftop temperatures impact honey yield during midsummer. We're setting up sensors at 4 host buildings across the city center.
We've picked 2 corporate office towers with flat asphalt roofs and 2 residential apartment complexes with green planted roofs. We suspect that green roofs reflect less heat, creating a more stable temperature for the hives.
Excellent comparative design. Now, how are you organizing the workload between the two of you?
Liam is handling the data analysis and statistical modeling using our lab computer software.
And Chloe is responsible for the fieldwork, visiting the hives twice a week to read heat sensors and check hive weight gains.
That sounds like a fair split. What about the final presentation? How will you present your findings to the department?
We plan to construct an interactive poster display featuring high-resolution photos of urban hives, clear bar charts, and a short 3-minute drone video of the rooftop setups.
Good. Just remember to keep the charts simple and easy to read from a distance. Now, when is your final assignment deadline?
The complete written report must be submitted by November 18th.
And the poster presentation?
That's scheduled for November 25th in the Science Faculty Atrium at 10 a.m.
Perfect. You two have a solid plan. Keep me updated on your sensor readings next week.
This was the end of the section 3. Now you have some time to check your answers. Now section 4, you will hear a university lecture on the origin of cacao cultivation in Central America and its transformation into a global food industry. But before that, you have some time to read the question 31 to 34.
Good morning, everyone. In today's food history lecture, we will be examining the fascinating journey of chocolate from a bitter ceremonial drink in ancient Mesoamerica to one of the world's most beloved confectionery products today. The story of chocolate begins over 3,000 years ago in tropical Central America. The ancient Olmec civilization was among the earliest to cultivate the cacao tree, Theobroma cacao. Later, the Mayans and Aztecs developed sophisticated methods to process cacao seeds. However, ancient chocolate was vastly different from the sweet chocolate bars we enjoy today. Cacao beans were harvested, fermented, roasted, and ground into a thick paste. This paste was mixed with water, chili peppers, and local spices to create a frothy, bitter drink. Because cacao beans were so valuable, the Aztecs even used them as a form of currency to trade for goods and pay taxes. It wasn't until 1528 that Spanish explorers brought cacao beans back to Europe. When introduced to the Spanish court, the natural bitterness was unappealing. However, once European cooks began adding sugar and cinnamon to the recipe, sweetened hot chocolate quickly became a luxury beverage among royalty and wealthy aristocrats across Europe. For centuries, chocolate remained an expensive liquid drink consumed exclusively by the elite. The Industrial Revolution changed everything in 1828, when a Dutch chemist named Coenraad van Houten invented the hydraulic press. This machine separated greasy cocoa butter from the solid cocoa powder, allowing manufacturers to create inexpensive cocoa powder on a mass scale. 20 years later, in 1847, the British company Fry & Sons combined cocoa powder, melted cocoa butter, and sugar to mold the world's very first solid chocolate bar. Shortly after, in 1875, Swiss chocolatier Daniel Peter teamed up with Henri Nestlé to create milk chocolate by adding condensed milk to the mixture. Today, chocolate manufacturing is a multi-billion-dollar global industry. Cacao trees thrive best in tropical climates near the equator, with over 60% of the world's annual cacao harvest originating from West African countries like Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana. Modern research shows that dark chocolate, consumed in moderation, is rich in natural antioxidants that support heart health.
Now you have half a minute to check your answers.